It's Friday, February 23rd, and your stories today are AT&T and Bayer Bet on blockchain, Ubisoft experiments with blockchain, and Mark Cuban talks about crypto. Hello world! You're watching The Comment, and it's time for your first story of the day. Major brands like telecommunications company AT&T and pharmaceutical company Bayer are on a mission to bring transparency to the digital media supply chain. Both companies are hoping the blockchain-based solutions they're currently testing can be the answer. Bayer has been scrutinizing its digital media supply chain since the Association of National Advertisers released a 2016 media transparency report warning companies of waste and fraud in the ecosystem. Both brands are working with blockchain tech platform Amino Payments for a solution. Bayer started working with Amino last year and just began media buying and reporting tests of blockchain-based campaigns that will run throughout 2018, while Mark Wright, VP of Media Services and Sponsorship at AT&T, said they began piloting a blockchain solution earlier this year. He then added, quote, "We have a significant stake in understanding where our money goes and if we're getting our money's worth," end quote. The Design, Innovate, Communicate, Entertain Summit, a gaming convention attended by industry leaders, wrapped up yesterday. And on Wednesday at the event, the Director of Insights and Trends at Ubisoft Strategic Innovation Lab, Lidwin Sauer, said we now live in a golden era, which has seen augmented reality and artificial intelligence rise to prominence. She also noted that, quote, "In the last months, the world became fascinated by cryptocurrencies, which are digital currencies governed by algorithms and not by governments or central banks," end quote. The fascination shared by the public is motivating Ubisoft's Strategic Innovation Lab to investigate possible applications for blockchain-based assets in games. Sauer said that with such assets, gamers can, quote, "finally have real digital collectibles that cannot be replicated by anyone and can be 100% owned by you. Thanks to the blockchain, we can now have the equivalent of a digital Picasso, with the advantage that it's a lot more difficult to steal something on the blockchain than to steal a Picasso," end quote. Digital collectibles aren't anything new in the blockchain ecosystem, but we are happy to get gamers excited about blockchain and hopefully help them forget that crypto mining is the reason it's difficult to find new GPUs these days. And finally, in an interview with Bloomberg about politics and technology, Mark Cuban had great things to say about blockchain, saying, quote, "Blockchain is a given. It's been a given for a long time," end quote. He continued with, quote, "But there's nothing dramatically different with what's been going on with blockchain 3 years ago versus now. You know it'll continue to be a component in software development," end quote. He went on to say he doesn't think the speed of transactions will continue and become a long-term problem, but hinted that all major cryptocurrencies are working on that issue. The interview included a lot of wisdom from the successful billionaire, but he did make one little mistake. In the interview, Cuban claimed that the first ICO was for selling football and basketball seats, but that's not exactly true. The first token sale was held by Mastercoin in July of 2013. J.R. Willett published the first draft of the Mastercoin protocol in January of 2012 as a white paper in which he proposed that existing Bitcoin protocol, quote, "can be used as a protocol layer on top of which new currency layers with new rules can be built without changing the foundation," end quote. And if you're saying to yourself, Mastercoin, I've never heard that name, that's because they changed their name to OmniLayer. And if you haven't heard that name, don't worry, neither did I until earlier today. That's our comment for the day, but what do you think? Will AT&T and Bayer contribute to the blockchain space? Was Mark Cuban's mistake a sort of Freudian slip? Was he thinking the first ICO was selling sporting tickets to events because that's what he would have used it for? And the real question is it pronounced Ubi or Ubi? You be the judge. Tweet at me, have a wonderful day, and don't forget to leave a comment. Join me back here on The Comment as I catch you up on the latest in Ethereum and blockchain. If you like this episode, let me know by clicking the thumbs up. If you didn't like this episode, let me know by clicking the thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Make sure you get all the newest episodes of The Comment as they air by clicking that alert button. That's that bell-looking thing next to the word subscribe. If you missed our latest episodes, you can catch up on ETHNews.com or on YouTube, or just subscribe so you don't miss them anymore, silly. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at ETHNewsy. That's at ETHNewsSy. And we'll see you next time.